VersaPRO requires a level 4 wall, which is simply a very flat wall with no imperfections. All dents, cracks, and gaps must be filled. Plaster compound should fully dry before finishing. This primed and painted wall has many bumps from dust and roller debris. When covered over with VersaPRO, they will create small bumps that cannot be removed. A properly primed and painted wall must be lightly sanded to remove any bumps that may appear. Use a 180 grit sandpaper with a sanding block, hole sander, or ideally an orbital sander to bring the wall to a smooth finish. Remove any residual dust with a damp cloth and allow to dry completely before beginning the VersaPRO installation. Egan VersaPRO must be installed on a properly prepared level 4 wall. The first stage of installation requires marking up the install area. Our installers are working at 84 inches from the floor, where they draw a level line. Next, they require a plumb line down 54 inches from the top line. Now a perimeter outline is drawn completely for all 4 sides of the installation. The second stage requires scraping off any bumps. This will prevent any pimples from forming in the finished surface. Next, a light sanding of the install area will provide bite and air channels to enable the VersaPRO adhesive to create a firm bond with the wall. A clean and dust-free cloth is used to remove any dust. Egan cloth works perfectly for this task. At this stage, our installers are ready to open the factory carton to remove the VersaPRO roll. Carefully remove all packing material, instructions, and dry erase markers from the shipping core and tape from the VersaPRO roll. Vinyl installers will immediately notice the substantial weight and rigidity of the material when compared with typical vinyl signage. When working with the VersaCaddy, the material must be repositioned to align with the edge of the shipping core. Egan suggests the use of a VersaCaddy to support the weight of the VersaPRO material. The caddy also maintains the roll at the correct installation height. Here, our installers check and set the VersaCaddy support to match the bottom installation line. Loading the roll onto the VersaCaddy spindle is straightforward. Lock the roll in place with the top cap. Position the VersaCaddy near your starting edge and pull out enough material to position it at the top corner of your installation. Use strong painter's tape to secure the top corner in position. For convenience, our installers have prepared tape pieces and located them around the installation area. Continue to feed out VersaPRO while securely taping it into position. The first few feet are important to set the direction, so be very careful to check everything is square and in alignment with your marks. Follow the pencil line carefully and add further tape to hold the surface in position. The rest of the surface will roll out easily and should be perfectly aligned. Please note that while the caddy supports the weight, the installers must be vigilant to keep the material lined up with their top line. Make sure the Versa surface is firmly secured along the top edge. Release the VersaPRO from the caddy and secure the last edge. Carefully confirm the VersaPRO surface is following your marks exactly. This is the final opportunity to inspect the material and to confirm correct positioning of the VersaPRO surface. Now that everything is in position, the installers create a tape hinge about 24 inches from the starting edge. This area needs to firmly hold the material in position to start revealing the adhesive. Remove all tape from the leading edge up to the tape hinge. Use the Easy Pull tab to reveal about 6 to 10 inches of adhesive. Fold the liner back on itself. It is very important to avoid a touchdown of the VersaPRO adhesive accidentally. In this animation, you can see the squeegee pushing out air into the backer liner where an air pocket is created. By repeating this squeegee and pull rhythm, accidental touchdown is prevented. Confirm that the first 24 inches of material is on the level line. In reverse view, we can clearly see that the backer fold creates an air pocket where the squeegee can force out air while contacting the adhesive evenly with the surface. You will feel the backer folding flat as the squeegee closes up the air pocket. Our installer is using a minimum of 15 pounds of pressure to assure adhesion. This inset image illustrates the squeegee and pull rhythm in action. Each time the squeegee closes the air gap, the liner is pulled to reveal more adhesive. Notice as the installer on the right pulls the liner back to release adhesive, the installer on the left then chases out air by maneuvering the squeegee towards the air gap. The installers will work together, removing the support tape as they go and managing the air gap with the squeegee and liner all the way across the VersaPRO surface. The squeegee is held at an angle so the air can flow out the top edge just like a plow. Throughout this stage, they will be keeping a close eye on the alignment and looking for any air pockets that might have formed. These air bubbles will need to be forced out to the nearest edge before moving on. As they reach the edge of the installation, the installers will continue to take care to chase out air pockets and achieve an even adhesion with the wall. The installer on the right removes the last of the liner and is especially careful to avoid an accidental touchdown. Notice the plowing motion of the squeegee, which requires a continuous application of 15 pounds of pressure. The installation stage is complete, and the installer inspects the VersaPRO to be sure the surface is adhered fully. A final once-over with the squeegee at maximum pressure ensures full adhesion of the VersaPRO material to the wall. Notice that special attention is paid to the edges to prevent any lifting that might occur. Egan recommends the VersaPRO installation sit overnight with the edges taped down. This permits the VersaPRO's Lexan backing to fully relax and reduce the chance the surface curl might lift an edge. Finally, remove all tape and use a window cleaner such as Windex to clean the VersaPRO surface. Now the presentation surface is ready for use. Egan system trim installation begins with a plastic edge bracket placed as shown, making a mark about 1/2 inch to the left of the top corner of the installed Versa surface. This mark becomes the starting point for the aluminum track support. Mark the screw holes across the top of the entire installation. Use a 5/8 inch bore to drill holes at each screw location. Butterfly toggles are squeezed closed and inserted through the drywall at the holes previously drilled. They will open up behind the wall, creating a secure and very strong mount point. Pull the toggle bolt and tighten until firm. The track support should now be positioned precisely and leveled before snugging each bolt tightly. Check level as you proceed along the track. At each end of the track support, install the end caps with a single screw. With the support securely in place, we now snap the track cladding onto the support. Use additional lengths of track cladding precision square cut to fit as needed. To install the edge support, we use a screw-in drywall anchor. The edges will not support weight, so these are not load-bearing connections. Snap on the edge trim cladding. Notice that the top edge of the side trim has a bevel cut to fit the track along the top. The bottom trim can also be Egan system track and is installed in the same way as the top track. We can now add a reversible track mount panel. This panel has hangers that fit over the top edge of the track. A pen tray accessory shelf hangs securely on the bottom track. Egan Track permits easy reconfiguration of your communication tools and provides a wide variety of solutions for a busy meeting or training facility.